Hi, I'm Claire.
And I'm Heather.
And we are
Masterpeace Astrology.
We're here with your forecast this week for Sunday, May 13th through Saturday, May 19th. This is like the most dynamic week we've seen. Big week. We have
huge.
a new moon, huge.
Biggest week of the year.
Biggest week of the year. Lots going down. We're almost speechless. It's going to be great, though.
I'm excited.
We are, because it's felt really challenging since like the second week of March.
It's just been awful.
Yeah, I know. So let's get to it. Sunday. Sunday's going to be a really dynamic day. Moon's in Aries, and we wake up early in the morning at 3:49 Pacific Standard Time. We have Mercury and Uranus forming a conjunction. That means in the morning it's when we're aware of a lot of sudden intuitions, sudden awareness of like this radical new sense of self we've become acquainted with in the last few months, or reacquainted with.
Right.
Whether we like it or not, we've kind of learned a lot about ourselves during the recent square of Aries and Capricorn.
Right. And if you're planning on doing anything for Mother's Day, Mercury goes into Taurus at 5:40 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say
it's going to be grounding.
It will be very grounding.
Mm-hmm. The morning's more dynamic on Mother's Day. We think that in the afternoon, because what happens is we have the moon goes into Taurus at 11:15 a.m. And that's when things really start to kind of settle down. So your afternoon is going to be a lot more placid. The morning is going to be more dynamic.
I would say do a brunch would probably be the better option. But either which way, I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. It should be a good day no matter what.
Yeah, shout out to all you moms out there.
Yes.
Thanks for all you do. We love you so much.
We do.
All right. But yeah, it's just, I think you're going to feel more grounded toward the evening on Saturday, which is good because, starting again around noontime on Mother's Day, we start to feel the power of this new moon in Taurus.
Yes.
And we're building to that on Monday. Moon's in Taurus all day, building to the new moon the following morning, early before dawn.
Yes.
And Monday is going to be a very powerful day.
It's a lot of releasing and purging and just kind of getting rid of the last few remnants of things that need to go away.
That's right, yeah, and it's going to be also making us aware of our spiritual gifts, our spiritual power. Dare to be grounded as we move into this new moon, because there's a lot of emotional, spiritual power available to us. Monday is a great day for spiritual ceremony in preparation for this new moon, and I invite all of you to really dig deep into your intuition and really feel how good it feels to have a new positive sense of self based on what we've learned and what we've released again the last few months.
And literally Tuesday is just such a dynamic day. It's Uranus, which stays in every sign for about 7 years, is leaving Aries and is going into Taurus, where it will be for another 7 years.
Yeah.
This is like something that I have been researching for quite some time. This Uranus and Taurus, and what I've noticed out there is a lot of doom and gloom about this. So if you have been reading that, also, I would just like to calm you down because everything is going to be fine.
Yeah.
Taurus is basically planet Earth.
Yes.
It rules the resources, sustainability, agriculture, all the beautiful things about our lovely, beautiful Mother Earth.
Yeah, it is. It's a feminine planet.
It's
a feminine sign, and Uranus is going to revolutionize our sense of the feminine values of Taurus.
Yes.
It's going to be really powerful. But yeah, I agree with you. There's been a lot of naysayers, kind of doom, and then also just some kind of wishy-washy vagueness out there about like what might happen, what might not.
Yeah, they like to talk about what happened back in like the 1930s when Uranus was in Taurus. This is a totally different time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we've definitely evolved a lot since then.
We have. Very
it's kind of a wait and see because basically Uranus, no matter what sign, is basically expect the unexpected.
Always.
When it comes to Taurus, what are the things that define Taurus? It would be stubborn.
Yeah, in terms of
clean, like just the most beautiful, clean energy. They're just very placid. It likes to status quo. It likes to stay the same. It likes stability.
Well, I think it's because, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So Aries is about I, me. It's ruled by Mars. It's action. It's asserting your will, and it's just I. The last 7 years have been a revolution, Uranus in Aries, I.
Yes.
So we've seen a lot of that, and that's where we've come up with a new sense of self. The Me Too movement last October really started to get women, I think, really acquainted with more values about empowerment and not being victimized. Very, very powerful stuff.
Right.
And with Taurus, which is really the sign of the feminine, and
it's cultivating that and making
it's the
it,
goddess.
manifesting
It's the
it.
goddess,
It
yeah.
is.
And then Earth manifests the power of Earth and Fire. Fire is the awareness of self and the capacity to have this passion and passion involvement with life, with the self, and then the Earth grounds that energy into reality in resources. So what do we value? You know, we go from I am, Aries, to I have, Taurus, and what we tend to value is money and relationships.
So basically what Uranus in Aries was doing, it was, if you have a garden, it basically is, what is it, tilling the
it's
land,
like,
it's
all the
moving all the
hardscaping.
dirt, and it's dirty, and it's, you know, really kind of getting in there and messing everything up.
Yeah.
Taurus is now your soil has been prepared, let's put the seed in there and let's make it grow, and let's watch it grow.
Watch it grow.
About money, it's about career,
Anything,
it's about
anything that you want to manifest about
Yes.
yourself, your new values. Values, again, you become reacquainted with a sense of self that you may have lost touch with. And so those values will grow, and you can grow with them, watch them grow, be part of the growth. It's going to feel really good.
And then later on in the day,
That's the new moon. Yeah.
that's the new moon,
Yeah.
and then also Uranus moves into Taurus at 8:23 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on in the evening, we've got Mars moving into Aquarius.
That's
so,
going to be around 9 o'clock at night Pacific Standard Time.
yeah, so that kind of brings in what we call a square.
Yeah, it brings in a square, and that's where there's a lot of other. Almost every astrologer is predicting, you know, a high risk of accidents on the 15th. Really more the 16th. The 16th, really the 16th.
Yeah.
And again, there's a couple reasons for that. We want to kind of, again, reassure you that it's not all doom and gloom.
Right. Mars is about, you know, impatience and just
It's the will. You want to act.
moving quickly, like
And-
in Aries, not thinking before you're doing something. You just do it.
Right, and
but
Aquarius is ideas. You were talking
It's
about how
about
Mars in
ideas.
Aquarius is really going to be about, we're going to have the sudden rush on Tuesday night for the next few months of this wanting to rush and advance our ideas.
yes,
Our ideas, what's important,
Yes.
you know? So that energy is going to come in at the same time Uranus is moving into Taurus.
and
It's
this
rare.
new moon as well. Yes,
Right, it's rare for two planets that are very dynamic to both move into 0 degrees and form a square right away.
Yeah, because it's usually a planet moves in and it's just kind of holding space until it's activated. This is being activated
Instantly.
right away.
And that's why there's a high risk of energy, not because it's bad or malevolent or you're bad or it's bad. That's all this old patriarchal astrology
We
stuff.
just
This
need
is-
to be
it's-
mindful.
It's new energy. It's such radically
Yes.
new energy. The newness of it will be so stunning that you're going to be accident prone. And even if you're aware and are being mindful, other people,
May
the mass
not.
consciousness, are like, hey, it's all new.
Because this directly affects people, especially the fixed signs.
Yeah.
Now the cardinal signs are going to be pushed back and
Thank
giving
God.
a break, right? And now it's time for the fixed signs.
Yay, fixed signs.
If you are a Leo and you were born on July 22nd, 23rd, or 24th, you're going to be directly affected by this.
Absolutely.
If you were a Scorpio born 10/23 to 24 and 25, you're going to be directly affected by this. If you are an Aquarius born on January 19th, 20, and 21st, directly affected by this. And then Taurus, you will be affected by this if you were born April 19th, 20, and 21st. So you will be directly affected by this energy, so it's really important that you're paying attention when moving heavy machinery.
Yeah,
and electricity.
driving, electricity, because
and-
Uranus is electricity.
Yeah.
Uranus and Mars are just very dynamic, masculine
Right.
energy that wants to act, assert itself. So it's
But
just
the planets that they're in are not. They're
not
more
violent.
thinker. Yeah,
Yeah.
They're not violent.
yeah.
at
They
all.
were if it, this
They're,
were
they're the great thinkers and the doers that don't ask for anything. You know.
right. So in that way, it's why that we think the risk of accident is just more due to it being new and then not being caught off guard by the newness.
Being excited, maybe
Yeah.
like, you know, maybe you just got a surprise promotion
Yeah.
or just something really exciting. I kind of feel like it's going to be really good energy.
It will be, could we just speak though about planet Earth though, because
Yes.
Earth, Mother Earth, Gaia, the goddess, Uranus going into Taurus, revolutionizing the Earth. I'm wondering about earthquakes and like volcanoes. That's been kind of on my mind with Kilauea. So when Uranus goes into Taurus, there's often when Uranus changes signs, there's often an event. And so I'm wondering and I'm looking to see if there's not an earthquake or a volcanic eruption of great significance.
Right.
After Uranus goes into Taurus. So that's Tuesday morning, so maybe Wednesday once Mars has gotten into Aquarius and is squaring it.
Something will definitely happen.
Something.
Maybe not that day, but in the
Very
weeks
soon.
coming. Because back when Uranus went into Aries, I think it was 2007, we had the
11.
Was it 11?
Yeah, it was March,
like the
April.
whole housing crisis and the...
11 was, that's right, in Fukushima is what it was in the Mountain Astrologer was mentioning that, and I saw that.
There's always some kind of collective consciousness, something that is going to happen. Because Taurus is about money, it could have something to do with the stock market or financial matters. But I don't think it's anything that anyone, just roll with it. We don't really know what's,
we don't know, but my feeling, and again, it's just based on, Kilauea, but I'm kind of thinking, Taurus is about what we value money, so there is predicted to be a lot of changes in money and the financial markets in the next 7 years. The first day Uranus goes into Taurus, it's not like there's going to be like some huge financial thing.
Right.
But what I'm thinking is really, I think this is more likely to be, the signature event is more likely to be maybe a natural disaster.
Yeah.
That's kind of my thought. So I would look to see if that doesn't happen.
So basically, Wednesday, Thursday is kind of adjusting to this energy, and Friday as well.
And also don't forget we have the moon goes into Gemini on Wednesday, right? And so, no, it goes into Gemini on Tuesday. I'm sorry about that. Tuesday afternoon at 1:30. So that's why the new moon day is so dynamic too. We have all that Taurus, Earth, and then the afternoon it's air. We got a couple really easy trines with Mars and Moon.
Windy. It could be very, very windy.
Anyway, so it's just a dynamic day. Another reason it's going to be just, we're just so excited about it because it's going to be so different.
I'm really excited. And plus the fact that this Taurus energy works very well with the Capricorn energy.
Yeah, it does.
Works well with the Scorpio energy. And the little underdog in all of this is this beautiful little Neptune in Pisces holding its intuitive beauty glow. Just kind of supporting everything that's going on a spiritual level.
No doubt, and it's really gonna the way that Pisces talks with Taurus and the way that Scorpio even talks with Taurus is gonna bring in again a lot. We're gonna be having a lot more intuition, a lot more watery. It's gonna feel
be
good.
So conflicty and angry.
Remember how it seemed like every video we were telling our viewers of this whole parent-child square with Capricorn being the dad, Aries being the baby.
It's equal.
We're out of that because Mercury leaves Aries on Sunday. I can't wait.
I know, and Venus goes into Cancer on Saturday.
That's one thing we didn't want to tell you. We got to wrap it up here. We're running out of time.
Yeah, but that's also
that's
a beautiful
really all you need to know.
sextile. It's really nice. So it's going to be a great week. Just a lot of different things going on, and just be vigilant about your driving. And we're going to do a whole video on Uranus and Taurus
very soon.
Yes, so watch out for that.
Keep in mind also Wednesday, Thursday. Those are social days. Thursday is a really nice day for like a lunch. It's a great social day with we have Moon and Venus in Gemini, and then expect a real change with Venus going into Cancer, and we can't wait to tell you about that. On 5/19, we're gonna have the first Venus-Uranus sextile. Venus in Cancer, Uranus in Taurus.
So nice.
It's gonna be so good.
I'm so excited.
So we're just gonna sign off now and talk to you later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.